what is the sin and what is the virtuous deeds. So sometime we confused na what is the sin and what is the virtuous deed. Na lot of people doing according their opinion, according their wit and wisdom. But sometime no, just take example and say
Hmm.
last month I have to show some seeds and I mixed a lot of seeds. So I don't recognize, identify what kind of seeds, what is the name of fruit. So nah, we don't recognize. Just we show the seeds. After that, they grow up. And some you can say the seeds are become creep and plant, and they are now fruitful. And easily we can recognize our that is the our fruit and the seed was that day. I don't know the name. Just you can say the cucumber and bottle gourd. So they are similar, but that time we recognize, but they become a creeper and grow a plant. We can easily identify. Just as when we get a result of our deed, when that time we can easily identify, and that time it is our sin or virtuous deed. Did you get my point? No.
Yeah, I'm
When we
understanding.
get result, when we now show the fruit of our deeds, that time we can easily recognize what categories of our deeds. It is sin or the virtuous. So
Yes. Actually, as you said about sin and virtuous deeds, I think our viewers are totally agree that whatever you said, it is totally fine. In my view, like sin is a bad stuff. Sin is a bad stuff that makes God also sad. You know, we can if we want to just make our God happy, we should always do good deeds. We should not desperate Him
but
with
ma'am, I would like to interrupt you. Na, sometime we don't know. Na, we want to make them our God and goddess pleasure. You know, sometime we sacrifice of the animals. You know,
yes,
according to the people, they want to make them happy of God and goddess. But
yes.
in the way of humanity, we can say it is a good deed. You know,
That is the negative part. Actually, this is the mindset of the people that how he takes good deeds.
but
Sacrifice.
they have a tradition to continue the sacrificing na any animals. They have a thought process, and also they don't realize, they have a tradition of these kind of things.
Yes, I agree, but this type of tradition is man-made. Not God has done. God has agreed about this type of done. This
Yeah.
type of gifts that are our own thinking, isn't it?
Yes.
If we really want to do something good that will makes others happy, that is called good deeds. You know, not that one which makes hurt to each and everyone. If we just categorize sense, so there are many type of sense. Some are full of some sense take place due to greed, some sense take place due to pride also, and some due to your selfishness. So there are so many things, including sense. So there is man's personal motive, in which sense he is taking, in which sense he is just indulging himself to do this type of crime or sense, we can say. So this is our thinking. This is our criteria that how we
Yeah.
take our sense. If we really want to do something good, so we should always, and those people, one more thing, if anybody says that I have not committed any sins any time, that is also quite false, because there is no one. who hasn't committed any sin. Some sins we do knowingly and some unknowingly. If we talk about whenever we just do dusting and sweep floor, you know, and wipe the floor, and sometimes like in summers there are many people who just kills mosquitoes. So that thing is that they are doing these committing these type of sins unknowingly. About kids, there are small kids who are very habitual telling lie. Telling lie is also a sin. But how he has just learned how to tell a lie. He has just observed their parents, their relatives, their other things. We are the only person who just make him learn that you have to tell lie to do something. And as for escaping anything, they just try to speak. They just try to tell a lie.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, just we express our ideas according to what is the sin and how can we identify what is the sin and what is the virtuous state. So, what should we do to stop sin and involve us school society to the virtuous deeds? So, what is your opinion? What kind of, you can say, opinion we have to create? What kind of thought process we have to inculcate in our behavior?
Well, if you would have listened that if we just want to start something good, we should start from, yeah, from our own house first. Hello. So first we should take initiative. That if we are just giving an example to our kids, then we should be observe them. They should observe us. So it means you have to also be conscious about performing any deed. One thing is that. And another thing, if we talk about uh, very very dirty sins, huh? That is needed. Nowadays, there are so many TV series like Crime Patrol and other things that are related to real life situations and real life tragedies. In my view, we should avoid to watch this type of
Negative, yes,
because
negativity. We should not spread negativity.
yeah, because they give negativity to our children also, and in the same way their mind process keeps on. Then we can do this. One example is or more there. Suppose if one of our child get 10 marks in a test, in a weekly test, then he will be very eagerly happy that mama, I have got 10 upon 10 today. And then every time we has just appreciated them that you have got 10 upon 10, this is your reward. Yeah, yes, you are excellent, you have done this. But there is some time whenever he just brings zero, that time there will be their mentality, his child mentality will be in the same way. Like now I have just brought up zero. I have got zero. So I am not going to see this notebook to my parents because they will not appreciate me. So we should give this type of bringing to our child, whether they are getting much or they are getting less. They should just discuss each and everything with their parents so that we could stop them to go on the bad direction, or you can say we should that will allow them to go to right direction, isn't it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. And also, ma'am, in my opinion, if we want to now stop these kind of thinking, so first off, we have to make a habit. Look at our own fault.
Yes,
First, look
absolutely
at
right.
if yes. If we have a habit of look at our own fault, that time we are not indicating, that time we are not pointing a finger toward other person, and we stop negativity, and also we let go small things, and positivity may be spread. So
Yeah.
it is also one thing we can do, and our society we can do. We stop pointing finger towards other person. We should
Yes.
start first.
I
If
want
we
to say one suggestion. If, according to my point of view, nowadays in private school, moral science is taught.
Yeah,
And previously, if we talk about in government schools and in sarkari schools also, there were one book, हमारे पूर्वज
yeah,
like they were नैतिक शिक्षा, है
yes,
ना?
yes. They have
Was
a lot of stories. Yes,
also good for the students because they used to learn something about their good stories, about good people, and moral science is very necessary to nurture the thought of the children, है ना?
yeah,
If their thought will be positive, so they will not proceed towards any sin. So
yeah.
it should be also applied positively.
Yes, yes, yes. Education means na not providing a formal education to get a degree or diploma to get a job. Education is the different, you can say the wide aspect. So we should prepare a personality. We are going to prepare a citizen for our country.
Hmm.
So also the teachers should raise the voice, and the you can say give the feedback to the government and policy maker,
Yes.
and also raise the voice. They have to apply it. It is necessary now this time.
Yes, ma'am, you are okay. Absolutely right, because there should be implement also. If we are reading any story in moral science book, that is not enough. Reading is not enough. Until you are not doing any implement in your life, then what is the use of reading that story?
Yeah, yes, 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 ma'am. So ma'am, it's a nice conversation, and it's a very you can say fruitful. Sometimes we feel relaxed these kind of talkings, and thank you for giving me your valuable time, and your ideas also always now awesome.
It has
They
been a
different
conversation.
track of.
Bye bye,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Have a great